Hey everyone, and welcome back to PrepFusion. So today we'll start a new topic, that is blood relations. So this is a very interesting topic, and we will understand this conceptually, and like everything will be sequentially, so that you won't make any mistake in blood relation, because the concept is very simple. Just how you write the information that has been provided to you in the form of question, that is the most important part here. If you write the information carefully and in a good manner, then you will be able to decode exactly the answer whatever they have asked. Okay, so that is the important point here. So with blood relation, right, let's first start. What are the main topics from which they can ask? What are the different types of questions from which they can ask? So first one is the puzzle format. So they will just give you a puzzle that A is mother of B, like wife of C, and something like that. Okay, so you have to form a family tree out of that, and you have to find the relationship of A and some X person, right? So with the help of family tree, you will be able to solve it. Now next is indicating type relations. Okay, blood relations. So here I am the person, so I will like pick up this hand and say that person, right, that person is the brother of my sister. Okay, so then this type of questions are known as indicating type of questions, where I am directly pointing towards another person and I am talking about that person. I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about that person to which I am pointing to. Now this has also a variation, that is the photo frame. So let's say like in your own room there is a photo frame of you are there, and your mother and like father and your sister and all those cousins, all those people are there. Okay, so you point to the photo frame and you say that guy on the photo frame X is the cousin of my mother's father. Okay, so then that type of problem is considered like this, right, indicating photo frame type problem. Next is the coded one. Okay, so basically in coded what happens is plus means girl, minus means boy, and like each symbols are coded in some operation, arithmetic operations. Okay, so we'll do these three types of questions and then you will understand. Just I wanted to give you a brief overview exactly what we will do in this lecture. Okay, so now first of all, everyone has their own notation, but I follow this notation. So if you're studying from me, you can follow the same notations what I'm doing here. So what do you mean by notation? Notation means when they are like have formatted the question, right? So it is a male, it is a parent, it is a it is a sister, it is a female. Then you have to have few notations to represent that in pictorial format, so that it is much easier to decode from the pictorial format, because all the text is very difficult and complex. Once we solve a question, I will understand. But just I'm giving you this notation that a male will be represented with plus sign. Okay, once I will solve one example problem, right, there you will understand this. A female will be represented with a minus sign. Siblings, if like there are siblings like brothers and sisters, then if A and B are siblings, right, then I will represent them as A arrow B. Okay, if they are brothers and sisters. Okay, and let's say if A is the brother, then I will write here plus sign in front of A at the top, and with the B I will write minus, because B is a sister of A, so B is a female and A is a male, that's why. Okay, so that's how we do the notations. Now if they are not like siblings, means children of same parents. Okay, now what are, like if they're cousins, if they're not siblings, they're cousins. Cousins means they are not exactly children of same parents, but let's say my father's brother's my father's brother's son and me, both of us are cousins. We are not siblings, but we are cousins. So if I want to denote A and B are cousins, then I will write it like this. Why I am writing that like this? Because they are exactly not related, but there is still some relation between them. That's why. Like this is the strong relation and this is the weak relation. That's how you remember. Okay. Next is husband and wife. Husband and wife have very strong relation, right? There is two lines here. So like very strong relation. That's why let's say A and B are husband and wife. So I can write it like this. Okay. Then husband and wife are also they are also said like spouse. So spouse is what? If I say A is spouse of B, that means A and B are husband and wife. Okay, A and B are husband and wife. But what I can comment is whether A is the husband or B is the husband, or B is the wife or A is the wife. Okay, so if we say A is spouse of B, I cannot comment whether A is the husband or B is the husband. Okay, but if let's say if I say A is husband of B, then I can surely say that A will be positive and B will be negative. Here we just assume, we just take this case that like only like the marriage is between boys and girls. Okay, we don't take the other case, else it will be very complex. Okay, so if I say A is husband of B, then A for sure will be like boy and B will be girl. Now if I say A is spouse of B, so I will write here this, but I cannot comment whether A is the husband, whether A is the boy or B is the boy. I cannot comment because spouse is a general gender neutral term. Okay, it is a gender neutral term, so I cannot comment on that. So I will write here, with spouse can't comment on gender of A or B. Okay, I cannot comment on that gender if they have told A is a spouse of B. Okay, so then there is a generation gap. So how do I represent generation gap? Basically, generation gap means if I am here and my father is there, right? So if A is the son of B, then B will be at the top, and if A is the son, so A will be at the bottom. And if I go one top of this, then that is one generation plus, right? So my father is one generation, my father is of previous generation, I am the current generation, and like my children, they will be of the future generation. So your children can be represented like this. So here I have drawn the example also. Here you can observe this carefully. If I am here, my father, mom, dad, uncle, they will be one generation above me, and my grandfather, grandmother, they will be two generations above me. My if I have a wife, so if someone will marry me, so basically if someone will marry me, he will be in the same generation as me. Sorry, not he, she will be in the same generation as me. Then sister, brother, all of them will be in the same generation. My cousins, they will be in the same generation. Okay, now if I go down, my children's, they will be one generation down of me, so it will be -1. We represent this with -1, just a simple notation. And my granddaughters, basically when I will become a grandfather, okay, two generations down, they will be my granddaughter, grandchildren. Okay, this can be a general neutral term, so grandson or grandchildren. So I have forgotten to write this as well. This should also be son, right? So son or granddaughter. Okay, so yeah, that's basically the generation gap. So these are basically the notations. Now there are a few prerequisites, so please pause the video here and just go through this, right? These things. So basically, what does father's father mean? Father's father means grandfather. What does my father's mother's like, how do I call them? I call them grandmother. Okay, my father's brother will be uncle to me. My father's sister will be aunt to me. My children of uncle, okay, they will be cousin. Basically, my children of my father's brothers or sisters, they will be cousin to me. My father's brother's wife will be aunt to me. Children of aunt will be cousin to me. Okay, all these are there. Just go through this, and everything is same. Just for my mother's side of relationship, everything will be called as maternal. A extra term maternal will get added here, but my mother's sisters, right, they will be called as aunt only. They won't be called maternal aunt. Okay, and my children of maternal uncle, okay, from my mother's side, they will be also called cousin. Okay, only these are called as maternal side. So wife of maternal uncle is auntie, like that. Okay, so yeah, mother's mother is maternal grandmother, and like this. You can go through this, quickly revise, and these also you can revise this. I have just told them, right? Grandfather's son is father or uncle to me. My grandfather's son will be either father or uncle. Okay, they can't be anything else. Son, they have specifically said son. If it was like a girl, then it would have been either my mother or my aunt. Okay, now grandmother's son, same. Like, you can go through this, right? These are few basic relations that you should know before starting the blood relations chapters. Again, here is basic relations. You can just go through them. I know you know this, but just go through them once and you will be able to solve all this. Okay, so let's start with questions. I will solve the first question, and next question, right, you pause the video and try by yourself. So here, this is like the first type of question where they have given that A is B's daughter. Okay, so A is B's daughter. So A is here. Okay, just hold on. A is here, and A is B's daughter. So if A is a daughter, that means what information do I know? I know A is a girl. If it is a daughter, A is a girl. Okay. Next, I will draw this generation gap because it is daughter, right? So A will be one generation down and B will be one generation top. Then what has it said? It has said B is C's mother. B is C's mother. So if B is mother of C, obviously B has to be a girl as well, right? B has to be a girl, and like it is C's mother, C will be here, but I cannot comment about C's gender now, right now. Then D is C's brother. D is the brother of C. So if D is the brother of C, for brother we write this notation. Okay, like for siblings we write this notation, and as B is the brother, so it will be B plus. It will be B plus. Okay, so B is a positive because sorry, not B. Sorry, it is D, right? Sorry, it is D. So D will be positive as it is a brother, right? It is a boy. Now C, I cannot comment over C, and as like A is B's daughter and C's mother is D. C's mother is B is C's mother. So B is mother of A and both C, right? So obviously they will also be siblings, correct? They will also be siblings. Why? Because A is daughter of B, so B is the mother of A and B is the mother of C as well. So if both of these people have same mothers, obviously they will be siblings. Okay, we are considering the normal case here, general case. So they will be siblings. So now how is D related to A? How is D related to A? So C and D are siblings because D is brother of C, and A and C are siblings. So obviously A and D will also be siblings, right? A and D will also be siblings. And how is D related to A? How is D related to A? It is very important to understand. How is they are talking about D, right? Relation of D with respect to A. So you keep A here, okay, and tell me how is D related to me. Okay, I am the A. How is D related to me? D is my brother. They are siblings, I know, and D is a boy, so D will be my brother. Okay, so answer will be C. So this last part is very important. What have they asked? Okay, it is very important to understand what exactly have they asked. So this line is very important. Now let's like pause this video right now and try to solve this for yourself. Okay, so I will start. P is Q's brother. So P is the brother of Q. So I will start with here. P is brother of Q. So P is a boy obviously, and I cannot comment about Q. Okay, then R is Q's mother. R is Q's mother. So if R is Q's mother, R will be a girl. R will be a girl. Then S is R's father. So S is R's father. So S will be positive again. Then T is S's mother. Okay, it's like they're going too at the, like too many generations previous. So T is S's mother. How is P related to T? Okay, where is P? P is here and T is here, right? P is here and T is here. How is P related to T? So T is I am the T, and how is P related to me? So I will start from this T and go to P. So this is plus, I have to go minus 1 generation, then minus 1 generation, then again minus 1 generation. So I have to go 3 generations down, right? 3 generations down. So obviously it is what? So in the first generation down, it is simply a like son or daughter. Then in the next generation, it is grandson or granddaughter. Then in the next generation, it is great grandson or great granddaughter. Okay, so I'm going 3 generations down, so it will be definitely great grand. That is for sure. It will be definitely great grand. Now what it will be son or daughter, that depends on the gender. This gender is positive, so basically it is a boy, so it will be great grandson. Okay, so in this case the answer will be B. Okay, these are pretty simple and straightforward. Like we will do more examples and you will like do these questions, like you will be able to solve this question very easily. Next, A is B's brother. So A is B is brother. So like here I have A over here and A is brother, so it will be a positive. Then B is somewhere around here. Okay, I don't know about the gender of B. Then C is D's father. So C is somewhere else. I like, and C and D are some other things. Okay, so I will write them a bit separately. So C is D's father. So C is here and D is here, and C is the father. So C is a gender, like C's gender will be boy. E is B's mother. So B's mother is E. Okay, so its gender will be again negative because it is a female. Then A and D are brothers. They are talking about A and D are brothers. So again, if A and D are brothers, obviously D will also be positive, right? D's gender will also be positive as it is a boy. How is E related? So sorry, I forgot to write this. The C is D's father, so this will be related like this. Next, how is E related to C? How is E related to C? Okay, what I'm observing is C is the father of D, and A and D are siblings, and also B and A are also siblings, right? So like E also has these same siblings, right? So like basically E also has this children's and C also has this children's. Okay, so obviously E and D will be married with each other. Only we'll consider one marriage. So obviously E and C are married with each other, right? They are husband and wife. Okay, now what are they exactly asking? How is E related to C? So I will place C to myself and I will go towards E. Okay, so E is my what? E is my wife, because E is a lady, so E will be wife. They are husband and wife, and in this case E is my wife, so it will be wife. Option D will be correct. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So in the next one, they are talking A is the sister of B. A is the sister of B. So if A is the sister of B, I can say A is a girl. Okay, B is the brother of C. B is the brother of C. So B is the brother of C. I can say B will be a boy and C is somewhere around here. Okay, next C is the son of D. So C is a son, so C will be a boy and D will be here. D can be either mother or father. Okay, I cannot comment about that right now. How is D related to A? So A is here. A and B are siblings and A and C are also siblings. So basically D can be D is either father or mother of A, B, C. Okay, so now what you can say is, like, what are the options present here? So D can be either a male or a female. Okay, if D can be either a male or a female, we have to go along with the options. So in the first option there is mother. So mother is a possibility. Okay, because D can be I will write here, D can be either D mother and mother or father of A. Okay, D is mother or father of A. So like mother is here option present, so it can be the answer. Let's go daughter. It, like, how can D be daughter? Okay, D can't be daughter. How is D related to A? So like D can be either my mother, so I am the A person, this last one is the A person, and if I'm moving from here, so D can either be mother or father of me. Okay, so cannot be daughter, it cannot be son, it cannot be uncle, right? It can be father, it cannot be uncle. Okay, so it will be only option one of the option is present, mother. If there was MSQ, then mother and father both could have been ticked, but in aptitude we don't get MSQs, right? So that is the case. Let's move on to this question. So here what do we have? We have A is B's brother, C is A's mother, D is C's father. So I'll just write the relationships. So A is B's brother. Okay, so A is B's brother, so A is a male, and C is A's mother, so C is a female, right? Then C is A's mother, then D is C's father. So I will just put this down. D will be father of C. Yeah, sorry for the interruption. So I was talking that D is C's father. So D will be a male, and E is B's son. So E is the son of the B. So E will be also a male, but I cannot comment about B gender, right? They are asking how is D related to A. So D and A are present over there, and like these are just irrelevant information they have given. So how is D related to A? So I am A, and how is D related to me? So from A, right, I have to move upwards. So I have to move 2 generations upwards. So like this will be 2 generations upwards. Yeah, sorry for the interruption again, like someone comes at the door constantly, that's why. So I was talking that A is 2 generations above, right? Just hold on a second, I will check whether I have made everything correctly. Yeah, everything is correct. So A, like this D, right, is 2 generations above me, so it cannot be father or mother, it can be only great grandfather or it can only be grandfather or grandmother. Okay, so and D is a male, so it can only be grandfather, so D will be a grandfather. Option C is correct. Okay, option C is correct. Let's move on to the next question. So the next question, like there is a bit of typo here. Basically it should be like S won't be present over here. This should not happen. Yeah, A is B's brother, so A is brother of B. Okay, A is brother of B. C is A's father, So C is father of A. Okay. Next, D is C's sister. D is C's sister. So D is a girl, obviously, and E is D's mother. So E is the mother of D. Okay. So how is B related to E? How is B related to E? So here I have B, and how is B related to E? So I am E right now. I am E, and I am going for B, right? So I have to go like down like this. So how many generations I have to go down? I have to go 1 and 2 generations down. Okay. So it can be grandson or granddaughter, something like that. Okay. Now the main thing is, like, if D is son, like if D is daughter of E, and C and D are siblings, so obviously E is a mother of C as well, right? As C and D are siblings. So obviously I can go through this line as well, and as like what is it? C is the father of A, right? And A and B are siblings, right? A and B are brothers, so they are also siblings. So C is the father of B as well. C is the father of B as well. Okay. I will just quickly delete this. There will be confusions. Okay. So obviously E is what? E is the mother of C, and C is the father of B. So I can say here that B is the grandson or daughter of E, right? B is the grandson or granddaughter. But here they have only given granddaughter, grandson is not present. So option A will be correct. Okay, option A will be correct in this like answer. So I will write here grandson or granddaughter. Okay, grandson or granddaughter. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. In the next question, A is B's sister, C is B's mother. Okay, I will just write this down, else this becomes overwhelming pretty quick. So A is B's sister and C is B's mother. So C is the mother of B, so it will be minus again. And D is C's father, so D will be plus. And E is D's mother. So again, this is a long tree diagram. E is D's mother. Okay, so mother means it will be a female. E is D's mother, it will be a female. Then how is A related to D? So I am D, and how is A related to me? So from D I will move to A, right? So how many generations I have to go down? I have to go 2 generations down. Okay, and if A and B are what? Siblings, obviously C is mother of B, C will be mother of A as well, right? C will be mother of A as well. Okay, so obviously D is what? D is the like I have to go from D to A, right? So A is what? A is basically the granddaughter of D, because it is 2 generations down, so it will be granddaughter. Like it is not grands, so this will be granddaughter, right? Granddaughter. Okay, so option D will be correct, granddaughter. Let's move on to the next one. Next one is based on statements. This is another type of question. So based on statements given, we'll find out who is uncle of P. Okay, so you have to draw the tree diagram and you have to find out who is the uncle of P. So here K is brother of J. So K and J are brothers. K is brother of J. Next, M is sister of K. M is sister of K. M is sister of K. Then P is brother of N. P is the brother of N. N is not even present, like N hasn't been talked about, so N is a new thing. So I will write N over here, just here. Okay, and I will write P is the brother of N, right? So it will be positive. This will be another arrow. Next, N is the daughter of J. So N is the daughter of J. So J will be somewhere around here, and N is daughter, so it will be minus. Okay. Now what are they asked? They have asked who is the uncle of P. So P is here. Uncle of P means like it will be like my mother's no, not my mother's, my father's brothers, yeah, my father's brother, right? So basically here, P is here, and P and N are siblings, right? So obviously J is what, like N is the daughter of J, so obviously P will also be the son of J, because they are siblings, right? So they are siblings. So now this gender, right? I don't know this gender. So it can be either like mother or father. It can be either mother or father. Okay. So obviously M is a female. So if it is a father, then the brother is only K. So K can be only the possible option. So we'll just quickly go through the first slide where I have told you about this one, right? About mother's side. Mother's brother is known as maternal uncle, and normal father's brother is known as uncle. Okay, father's brother is known as uncle. Now the thing is that we don't know whether this J is a male or female, but as in the options they haven't told us anything, so I have to assume that J is a male, and if I assume that J is a male, then the brother of K will be the uncle of P. Okay, so option A will be the answer, because none of the other options are satisfying. If there was none of the above, I could have chosen none of the above as well, because I don't know the gender unknown. Gender is unknown, right? Gender is unknown. Okay, so that's why it is a bit controversial, but that's fine. If only K is present in the option, K can be only the possible answer, right? If we assume J as male. Okay, assume J as male. Now next, A and B are sisters. So both of them are sisters, right? So if A and B are sisters, so both of them will be females. Okay. Then A is mother of D. A is the mother of D. So A is a mother of D, and B has a daughter C. Okay. So like C is a female, obviously, who is married to F. So first time we are seeing marriage over here. Okay. So married to F. So obviously C is a female, F will be male. We're considering the general case. Now G is the husband of A. So we'll just make this here. G is the husband of A. Now how is C related to D? So I am the D. Okay, I am the D. And how is C related to me? So if I have to go, my mother's sister's daughter, basically my cousin, right? Okay, so it will be my cousin, my mother's sister's daughter. Who will it be? It will be my cousin. Like C will be my cousin. She will be my cousin. Okay, so yeah, cousin will be answer in this case. So let's move on to the next question. So in the next question, R and S are brothers. So R and S are brothers. Okay. Next, X is the sister of Y. So X is sister. Okay, these are brothers, and X is the sister of Y, right? So I can like write X as sister of Y. Okay. Now, and X is mother of R. So if X is mother of R, I will place this here, and X is mother of R, right? So we have already made this relation. What is Y to S? What is Y to S? What is Y to S? So basically, Y to S is like X and Y are what? X and Y are sisters, right? X and Y are sisters. X is sister of Y, but I don't know gender. What is Y to S? So I am the S, okay, and I have to move from here to here. Basically, they are brothers, right? So X is mother of S as well, right? X is mother of S as well. So this will be here, and I can say that basically Y is what? Y is my mother's sibling. Okay, Y is my mother's sibling. So it can be either uncle or aunt. Basically in this case, right, they are not like writing this formally, maternal aunt and maternal uncle. So like obviously we will also skip that part. Okay, we will also skip that, but I know it is called maternal, but they also sometimes skip that. Okay, like from mother's end it is known as maternal, they also skip that. So it, like, as I don't know the gender, right, so I can say either uncle or aunt. So here only uncle is present, aunt is not present, so option A will be correct. Let's move on to the next one. Q is the son of P. Q is the son of P. X is the daughter of Q. Okay, Q is the son of P. X is the daughter of Q. Okay, so I will write here Q is the son of P. Son, so it is a boy. Now X is the daughter of Q. So if X is the daughter of Q, X will be a girl. Next, R is the auntie, or they have also told in Hindi, right? R is the auntie of X. R is the aunt of X. So if R is the aunt of X, then obviously it will be Q's sister, right? Q's sister. If R is aunt of X, that means R is aunt of X, so it is my father's sister. Okay, so next, L is the son of R. L is the son of R. Then what is the relation between L to P? L to P. Okay, this is not talking about this, this is talking about this. So L to P is very simple, right? I have to, what is the relation? Then what is L to P? Then what is L to P? So I am the P, right? I am the P. That's very important to understand that they're talking about what is L to P. So I am P. I am P, and what is L to me, right? You just assume that you're in the place of P, and you assume what is L to me, right? So first of all, I have to go 2 generations downward. So it can be either grandson or granddaughter. Basically, like Q and R are siblings. Q is the brother of R. So obviously P is what? P is either father or mother of like Q. So if P is father or mother of Q, P will be father or mother of R as well, right? P will be father and mother of R as well. Okay. Okay. So now what I can say is that obviously L is the grandson of P. L is the grandson to P, because L is a boy and I am going 2 generations downward, so L will be grandson of P, so option A will be correct. Okay, these are pretty straightforward and simple questions, so I hope you're pausing the video and solving by yourself. Okay, so let's solve this next question. Next question is has told us that P and Q are brother, right? So P and Q are brothers, so both of them will be male, and R and S are sisters. R and S are sisters. Okay, fine. Next, what have they told? Next, they have told that P's son is S's brother. So P's son, okay, there is some other person. Let's name that person as X. P's, it is a son. Okay, P's son is S's brother. So it will be S's brother, right? So S will be here, and it will be brother of S. Okay, P's and R and S are also siblings. So it's here. So obviously, if P's son is S's brother, then obviously P is a father of S as well, right? S as well. And P is a father of R as well. P is a father of R as well, because S and R are basically siblings, and X is also sibling, right? So now what have they asked? They have asked, how is Q related to R? How is Q related to R? I am the R, and how is Q related to me? So basically it is my father's brother, right? So it will be my uncle. So it will be option A. Okay, it will be my uncle. It's very simple, straightforward. So just the difference was you have to assume things. Don't worry about stuff. You have to assume that there is some person X, okay, which is son of P and brother of S. So only this part was new here, right? Next is A and B are young ones of C. If C is the mother of B, but A is not the daughter of C, then what is the relationship between C and A? Okay, so basically A and B are young ones of C. Basically young ones means they are children of C, but I don't know their gender. So C is here and A and B are here, right? They are siblings. Okay, next, if C is the mother of B, but A is not the daughter of C. C is mother of B. Okay, so C is a female, but A is not the daughter of C. A is not the daughter of C. So obviously if A is not a daughter, A will be a boy, right? There can't be any other possibility. It can either be male or female. So he is a boy. Then what is the relationship between C and A? What is the relationship between C and A? The relationship between C and A are basically son, mother, right? Mother, son. So only mother, son is present over here. So option C will be correct. So let's solve this next question. So this question is a bit interesting here, right? They have told that Seema is the daughter-in-law of Sudhir. So what does daughter-in-law means? Like if she was my daughter, she was my own daughter, right? But she is daughter-in-law. Daughter-in-law means basically my own son's wife. Okay, my own son's wife. As he is a daughter, it can be my own son's wife. So basically, like first you assume with normal daughter. If it is without the in-laws, if it is normal daughter, then Seema is daughter of mine. But it is daughter-in-law. That means she will be my own son's wife. Okay, so I can write here Sudhir, and obviously don't generalize by the name. Sudhir is a name of boy. It can be anything. Okay, we can't say for sure. So now here I have some son, that is X, and Seema is the daughter of X, and Sudhir is the Seema is the daughter-in-law of Sudhir. Okay, next, and sister-in-law of Ramesh. Seema is sister-in-law of Ramesh. So if Seema is sister-in-law of Ramesh, if Seema was normal sister, that would have been Seema is directly sister to Ramesh, right? It would have been directly here. Okay, but Seema is sister-in-law. That means they are not directly siblings. There is an in-law present over here. So there is an X present over here, right? So Seema will be sister-in-law of Ramesh. So Ramesh should be basically a sibling of X, right? Ramesh should be sibling of X. This is what Ramesh is. Now if you just like see the relationship, it is correct, right? Seema is the sister-in-law of Ramesh and Seema is the daughter-in-law of Sudhir. If you couldn't understand, please replay. Go and replay, okay? Like I cannot for sure say what is the gender of this Ramesh, right? And also like as X and Seema are husband and wife, so obviously we have to show that, right? So it is a strong bond. So it will be 2 lines. It will be 2 lines. Okay. Next. Mohan is the son of Sudhir. Mohan is the son of Sudhir. Okay. So Mohan is the son of Sudhir and only brother of Ramesh. So only brother of Ramesh. So there is only one brother. Okay. That means there is only one male. So this X has to be Mohan, right? Because Mohan, they have told that it is a son of Sudhir. So it is a son. So it is matching with this criteria. It has to be son. As well, it is the only brother of Ramesh. So if there is only one brother of Ramesh, and obviously if Ramesh and X are siblings, that means Sudhir is also father or mother of Ramesh as well. And if Ramesh has only one brother, that means there is obviously a male present over here. Ramesh is brother of this as well, right? Sorry, X is brother of Ramesh as well. So if there is only one brother and that is Mohan, so Mohan has to be son of Sudhir. Okay. So what are they asking? Find the relation between Seema and Mohan. So it is very simple, right? Seema and Mohan are husband and wife. What have they asked? Find the relationship between Seema and Mohan. Okay. Seema and Mohan. So Seema is the wife of Mohan. So it will be answer D. So like what is the special thing? Special thing is this assumption of X and in-laws, right? In-laws are a bit difficult to deal with. First you assume with normal sister, then you assume with in-laws. That is a more important part and appropriate part. Okay. So these are the type 1 of questions. Let's go to the type 2 questions, which is the photograph part. Okay. So in photograph part, it is very important to note who pointed to whom. Okay. If I am pointing to that person on the photo, it is very important to note those things down. Okay. Between whom relation is asked. So like what are the key points that you have to remember? Between whom relationship is asked, and start question with my. What do you mean by that? Once we start, we'll understand. Okay. So basically, Suresh introduces a man as, okay. So Suresh introduces a man. Okay. He introduces a man. Okay. Suresh introduces a man. So he tells that he is the son of the woman who is the mother of the husband of my mother. So what do I mean by my? Always start question with my, right? Always start question with my. So my is here. So first I will start with myself. So my mother, I will start with my mother. So I am here Anish, okay, and my mother is here, right? My mother is here. So like my mother is here, and just hold on, the husband of my mother. So my mother is here, let's say whatever it is. So my mother is here and husband, right? Husband of my mother. So it will be I will just not what I will say, this is, I will say husband. Okay, there are no names present over here, that is difficult for me to like interpolate. So husband of my mother, then what is it? Mother of the husband. So again I will go mother. Okay, again I will go mother. So this is what? This is my what? This is my grandmother, right? This is my grandmother. This is what? This is my father. This is my father, right? Grandmother, father. Okay. Grandmother, father. Is the mother of the husband. I have stopped here, right? Stopped here. Of the is the son of the woman who is the mother. Son of the woman. So it is a son of the woman. Son of the woman can be husband or brother as well, right? Brother as well. Son of the woman who is the mother of, son of the woman who is the mother of the husband. So son is here only, right? Son is here only. So he is. So this man, right? This man is this only. Okay, this man is this only, husband. So Suresh introduces a man. So I am Suresh, right? Sorry, this is not Anish. This is Suresh. Okay, like my means Suresh. So my means Suresh. So this is Suresh. So Suresh's mother, husband, and grandmother. Okay. So now he is a son of the woman who is the mother of the husband of my mother. So basically he is a son of the woman, like he is a son of the grandmother. So it can either be husband or here, right? This person can be husband as well, or it can be some other person as well. Okay, there can be a brother as well of this, right? It is a son, so it can be brother as well. So it is person, let's say P. Now what is the main point is how is Suresh related to the man? Okay, how is Suresh related to the man? Either what can happen is if P and these are like brothers, right? It can either be niece, or if let's say this they are talking about this husband itself, so it can be son of, like Suresh is the son of the husband, right? Suresh is the son of the man, so the man is here. The man can either be here, okay, or here, right? The man can either be here or here. Okay, so if I assume this as the man which they are talking about, then it can either be niece, it can either be niece, or if I assume this as the man, then it is directly my son, because these two are married and like this is the mother of Suresh, right? So these two are married, so it can either be son or niece. Okay, son or niece. Okay, so basically here niece is not present, so we'll assume that they're talking about this man itself, which is the husband of mother, husband of a mother, which is like, so he will be my father. Okay, so this will be, son will be the answer. Okay, please go through this again. I will just explain it once again. So basically what is happening here, I will just write this once again, like how to do this question. So basically, first of all, important point is very important to note who pointed to whom. So Suresh introduces a man. Suresh introduces a man. Okay, so basically the relation have been asked between whom? The man and the Suresh, right? So how is Suresh related to the man? So who is Suresh to man? Okay, who is Suresh to the man? So now these two things are sorted. Now what are those? Start with my. So basically I want to start with myself, right? And my is here. So first I will talk about my mother. My mother, I am here, Suresh. Suresh is here. Okay, and my mother is here. My mother's husband is here. So this will be a strong bond. will be my father, obviously. My mother's husband, like it is written over here, right? Like the husband of my mother, will be father. Then I will proceed again to the like previous statements. The mother of the husband, the mother of this husband will go again one step backward. This is mother 2, right? Mother 2. Okay. Who is the mother of the sorry, hold on a second. Is the mother of the husband. Then I will proceed back again here. The son of the woman who is the mother. The son of the woman who is the mother. So this is the mother 2. It is talking about the son of the mother 2. So son of the mother 2 can either be husband or it can be a different person as well. This is not double. This is not double. Sorry. This is not double. This is single, right? So they can be two things. It can either be some son, this son, okay, or it can be husband, because it husband is also a son, right? So it can be two things. He is the son of the woman, of the mother, of the husband, of my mother. Okay. So basically, it's talking about. Just hold on. He is the. Okay. He is the son of my. Okay. So it can be only this case. Sorry for the like previous case. It can be only this case. Why? Why it can be only this case? Because it is talking. He is a son of the woman. So of my mother. Of my mother. Just hold on. Okay. Of my mother. The husband of my mother. The husband of my mother is this. The mother of the husband. The mother of the husband is this. Okay. So he is the son of the woman who is the mother. He is the son of the woman. Son of this woman who is the mother of the husband of my mother. So my mother's husband can only be this guy. Okay. And the husband's mother is this guy. And it is talking about the son of this mother. So it can only be this guy. It cannot be other guy. Why? Because he is the husband of my mother. He is the husband of my mother. So he is the husband of my mother. So only this portion, right? Only this portion is important. Else this portion, right, is just waste. This portion is just waste to confuse you. To confuse you. Why? If you just read this statement, the husband of my mother. Who will be the husband of my mother? Who will be the husband of my mother? It will be my father, right? It can be only my father. Okay. So obviously they're talking about he is the husband of my mother. This part is absolutely irrelevant. Just to confuse you more. Okay. Just to confuse you more, they are given. So this guy, this will be obviously my father. And how is Suresh related to this husband? Basically, Suresh will be the son. Suresh will be the son. So like what can happen is either Suresh can be a son or a girl, right? Suresh can be a son or a girl. Okay. But here only son is given, so it will be only son. It could have been a girl as well, because here Suresh is introduced as a man, and here they haven't talked about any genders, okay, about Suresh. So Suresh can be a girl or a boy, okay. But as here in the options only boy is present, so it will be a boy. It will be a son. Suresh is son of the this person, right? Suresh is the son of the man, okay, whom he introduces. Okay, that is the more important part. So like just like repeat this once again. I hope you will understand. Let's move on to the next one. So next there is a photograph question. So these questions are very good and very interesting. Pointing to a lady in the photograph. Okay, so there is a photograph. I will first draw the photograph. Okay, and what is it talking? That it is a lady, right? I am pointing to a lady. Okay, Meera said. So Meera is pointing to a lady. Meera is pointing to a lady. Now I will search for my. Where is my? Here is my, right? So I will start from my. My mother-in-law. My mother-in-law. So basically, my mother-in-law. What do I mean by mother-in-law? So Meera is here, and if it was my normal mother, it would have been my normal mother. But if it is my mother-in-law, that means it will be either basically a husband or a wife, right? But here what have they told is that just hold on. What have they told is how is Meera's husband. So Meera is a girl. From this statement I can directly say Meera is a girl, right? So if Meera is a girl, so it will be negative. Then I can say that my mother-in-law. So my mother-in-law will be where? My mother-in-law will be my husband, will be some husband, right? It is positive. And my mother-in-law will be somewhere around here. This is my mother-in-law. Okay. Next, mother-in-law is here. Only son's wife is my mother-in-law. Her father's, so this lady's father, only son's wife, only son's wife is my mother-in-law. Okay, so basically is my mother-in-law. So this girl is my mother-in-law. Then I'm going son's wife. Son's wife is my mother-in-law. Her father's, this lady's father, only son's wife. So so this is a lady and it has a father as well. Okay, and only son's wife. So lady's father, son's wife. So this is son. Okay, son is here, and these two are wife and husband, right? These two are wife and, just hold on, these two are married. Okay, so this is like this. So father is over here and Meera is over here, right? So this is the relationship. Okay, this was a bit difficult, I will agree with that. So her father's only son's wife. So here, up until here, I hope you have understood, is my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is this, and like you have to start from here itself, else you will not be able to understand this. Her father's only son's wife, okay, is my mother-in-law. So they're talking about this guy. Okay, so and the lady is this, right? Her father's only son's wife. They're talking about, this is the lady, right? The mother, they're talking about the mother-in-law. Her father's, okay, just hold on a second. Sorry, her father is here, right? Lady is here. This is her father. Lady, sorry, this is here. This is her father. Sorry. So her father's only son's wife is my mother-in-law. Okay, so that is the case. Now, what have they asked? How is Meera's husband related to that lady in the photo? Okay, Meera's husband is here, and it is what, like this guy is mother. Okay, so this person is mother of husband, actual mother, and it is the wife of in-law. So this is the father-in-law, and this is a lady, right? These two are brothers, right? These two are brothers and sisters. So this is brother and sister. Okay, this is brother and sister. So basically, how is Meera's husband related to that lady? So how is Meera's husband related to the lady? So I am the lady, and how is this husband related to me? So it is basically my brother's son, right? Basically, these are husband and wife. So this is basically my brother's son. Okay, this is basically my brother's son. So my brother's son will be what? My nephew. My brother's son will be what? My nephew, right? So nephew means the boy and niece means the girl. Okay, my brother's son will be the nephew. So this is very important, and this is a very, very good question. This is a very, very good question, trust me. Okay, so basically, like you have to read until here. Okay, first of all, from here, my mother-in-law. So my mother-in-law will be my husband's mother. Okay, my husband's mother is this. Okay, then you have to start from here. Her father's only son, her father's, this lady's father, right? This lady's father, only son wife is my mother-in-law. So this is the mother-in-law. This is the common point. And her father's only son's wife is the, only son's wife is the mother-in-law. Okay, so how will my husband be related to that lady? So basically, lady's brother is this son, and husband is the children of the son. Okay, this person. Okay, so obviously, lady, husband will be the nephew of the lady. Okay, basically, auntie, this is the auntie, right? This is my auntie. Lady is the auntie of the husband, and husband is the nephew. So this is very confusing. Please repeat it. These questions are very good. The photograph pointing ones. Okay, next, Vijay says Ananda's mother is the only daughter of my mother. Okay, again, of my, you have to start with my, and Vijay is saying, right? Vijay is saying, I am Vijay. Okay, I am Vijay. And Vijay says, my mother. Okay, I will go with my mother. Okay, I started with mother of Vijay is the only daughter. So my mother is the only daughter of Ananda's mother. Ananda's mother is the only daughter of my mother. Okay, Ananda's mother is the only daughter of my mother. Sorry, Ananda's mother. So Ananda's mother is the only daughter of my mother. So if Ananda's mother is the only daughter of my mother, so obviously it is talking about, so this mother and Vijay are like brothers and sisters, because this mother is only daughter, so Vijay has to be a son. Vijay has to be a son. So how is Ananda relation to Vijay? So I am Vijay, and how is Ananda related to me? So just read this statement once again. I will read this once again. Ananda's mother is the only daughter of my mother. My mother, he is the only, like she is the only daughter, right? So it will be only daughter. So obviously I have to be a boy. Okay, if it is only, and this is Ananda, right? This is Ananda. So how is Ananda related to Vijay? So basically I am Vijay, and how is Ananda related to me? So basically Ananda is what? They haven't talked about Ananda's gender? No, they haven't, right? So Vijay and this mother, right? Ananda's mother are brothers and sisters. So how is Ananda related? So Ananda will be either the nephew or niece. Ananda will be either the nephew or niece, right, of Vijay, because it is my sister's son or daughter. My sister's son or daughter will be my nephew or niece. Okay, so as I don't know gender, but in the options only they have given nephew, so I will go with the nephew one. Okay, so these questions are very, very good. Please go through them once again. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Now, introducing a man. So I am introducing a man, a woman set. So woman is introducing a man. This is the first thing. Now I will start with my mother. So woman is that person who is introducing. So woman's mother, okay, my mother W, I will say mother woman, is the only daughter. His wife is the only daughter of my mother. His wife, so there is a person X whose wife, this is a person X whose wife is the only daughter of my mother. Okay, just hold on a second. Just hold on. He's introducing a man. His wife is the only daughter of my mother. Okay, sorry, this is wrong. Okay, just hold on. His wife, that man's wife, is the only daughter of my mother. So if they're talking about that I am a woman and my his wife is the only daughter of my mother. So only daughter of my mother is I am itself, right? Because this is a woman. Like only daughter of my mother will be I myself, right? And his wife is the only daughter of my mother. So this is, just hold on, this is his wife is the only, yeah, this will be basically my basically this will be the man, right? This will be the man. Why is that the case? Basically what is it telling? His wife is the only daughter of my mother. Only daughter of my mother. First of all, I am a woman, and only daughter of my mother will be what? I myself, right? Because I am a woman, so I have taken that place. So only daughter of my mother, so read until here, only daughter of my mother will be what? I myself. Then it is telling his wife. So this man's wife is the only daughter of my mother. So I am that person, right? I am the woman, and this man's wife is the only daughter of my mother. So this man and woman are husband and wife. Okay, this man and woman are husband and wife. How is the woman related to the man? So obviously woman is the wife of the man, so it will be B. Okay, so like this is just to trick you. Okay, just understand, I am the woman and my mother's only daughter, I can be the only daughter, right? Because I am a woman. Okay, so then what have they told? That his wife, so this man's wife is the only daughter of my mother. Okay, so like that's how you solve these type of questions. So this is very simple, right? Wife is the answer. Let's go to the next one. A prisoner's boy introduced a prisoner introduced a boy. So prisoner is introducing a boy, okay, who came to visit him to the jailer. As brothers and sisters, I have none. He is my. So I will start with my, and prisoner introduced a boy. So prisoner's father's sons. So I am prisoner, okay, and I am introducing a boy, right? Prisoner's father's my father son. Okay, my father's son can either be my brother. Okay, my father's son can either be my brother. This is a possibility. So I will mark it like this. Or it is referring to I myself, right? I can be also son. Prisoner can also be son, right, of my father. He is my father's son's son. So it can be either this son, or it can be my son as well. And it is talking brothers and sisters. I have none. That prisoner doesn't have any brothers and sisters, so this option is eliminated. So I can directly delete this. It is not possible to have brothers and sisters. So it is talking I am a single child. So he is my father's son, which is I, because I don't have any brothers and sisters. Father's son. So it is my son itself, right? My son itself. Who is the boy? Boy is the son of the prisoner. Boy is the son of the prisoner. So option B will be correct. So these are bit tongue twister and bit typical type of questions. I've tried to take all the typical questions. I've taken the easier type of simple type of questions and the typical types of question as well. So I hope you understood the concepts, and like that's it basically for blood relations. If you have any more doubts, you can like ask in the doubt groups and all this place, right? I hope you enjoyed this lecture, and I will meet you in the next lecture. Thank you for watching. Hey everyone, and welcome back to PrepFusion. So today we'll start a new topic from Aptitude, that is number series. So in number series we'll learn mainly about coding, decoding, odd man out, and about alphabet series as well, right? So these are the main topics. Basically number series is nothing, just simple using your brains. It will be autopilot, trust me. Like you already know all this, right? Just to give you a refresher and just to understand that what type of questions can come, just to have a quick revision, we will do this. Like in this session you will blaze through this, right? Because generally what happens, engineers have good aptitude, so you will be able to easily solve this. So in number series, basically we have two types of series. One is the number series, that is the where we'll use the arithmetic operations, and next is the alphabet series. So with alphabets, can you use arithmetic operations? Like a plus 1, what is a plus 1? Nothing, right? So what do you do? We convert them into numbers, then we use arithmetic operations. Okay, so like series is mainly about arithmetic operations only. Okay, and we will do that. For number it is straightforward. For alphabet we will convert them to numbers, like we'll code or decode them into numbers, then we'll do arithmetic operations. Okay, so these are few important terms like prime number, composite number. Also you should know what is a whole number. Like just quickly look up what is a whole number, what is a prime number, what is a composite number, what is an even number, what is odd number. I will not explain this here. Okay, just read the definitions and you will be able to understand. I will not waste my time here. Okay, so now there are many types of problem. The first problem is like in number series, the first type is missing terms of the series. In this type of questions we have to identify the missing term of the series according to the specific position. Let's say like these are the terms given, right? And in between I have a term missing. So can you tell me what will be this number missing? So this is the type 1 of this type of problem. Like here also it is asking what is the wrong term in this series. So one of the term is wrong. Okay, you have to tell me what is the wrong term. Here again I have to find the missing term at the end. So this is the type 1 where you have to find the missing number, and the numbers will follow a specific pattern. Basically they will follow a specific pattern. Okay, so like let's do this example. Let's do this first example. So in this example I can see we have to find the missing term, right, in between. So what I can observe is this 2 and 7, what is the difference between them? 5, right? Then again, what is the difference between them? So I'll just compute the difference. I'm adding 5 with this 2 to get 7. Okay, I'm adding 9 with this, okay, to get 16. Then in case of 46 I'm adding how much? 21 with it, right? I'm adding 21 with it. In case of 67 to 92 I'm adding how much? I'm adding 5 and 25. Okay, so like you will say, sir, how did you understand you have to find out this relationship only? It could have been anything, right? Okay, it would have been, am I subtracting? So all this comes with practice. So I'm saying the numbers are increasing. Let me first try one thing, right? Your first try should be always finding the difference. So the difference is 5, 9, 21. So that will be your first guess. Then next guess will be somewhere like square, cube. All those examples will also come. Slowly when you do examples, you will, like this will be on autopilot, like exactly what you have to do. Okay, so here, right, I am saying the difference is increasing by 4. Here also the difference is also increasing by 4. So it may so happen that this is my first assumption, that the difference is increasing by 4. This may be the pattern of the series. So I will assume here also the difference should increase by 4. So I will say that from 9 to 13, so sorry, from 9, the difference should increase by 4, that is 13. So I have to add 13 with this 16. What will I get if I add 13 with this 16? So 16 plus 13 equals to 29. Okay. Now, here, right, the difference is 21 in the next case. So in the previous case, what will be the difference? Difference should be 17. Difference should be 17 according to the previous case. Okay. So if the difference is 17, basically what am I saying? If the difference is 17, that means I have to subtract 17 with it and I will get back my number. So here, let's say I have a number x and I have to add 17 with it, I will get 46. So basically I'm subtracting 17 with 46. So if I subtract 17 with 46, what do I get? I get 29. So I'm observing I get the same number back again. So with the right hand side and with the left hand side, both are satisfying this pattern. So whatever pattern I have thought, right, it is the correct pattern. That is, each difference is increasing by 4. So here, right, answer will be 29. Okay, this will be 29. So again, let's see here. We have to find the wrong term. So how can I find the wrong term? So first, my first try will always be with difference, right? If I find the difference between these two, the difference is 20. The difference here is, it is 6 plus 36. The difference is this is 161, right? This is 61. This difference is what? This is 91. Okay, 91. And this difference is what? This difference is if I compute this, this is 7, 27 and 127. So am I seeing any pattern? This has increased by 16. This has increased by 25. This has increased by 30. This has increased by 36, right? 36. So I'm not seeing any pattern right now. So what else can happen here? So what is this 9? I will go to the I'll go square with this now. So this is 3 square, right? This is simply 3 square. This 9 I can write this 9 as 3 square. I can write this 29 as 5 square plus 4. I can write this 65 as 8 square plus 1. I can write this 126 as, okay, this is 5 cube. What is the square of? What is this near? So no, right, I am not able to find anything that is like any pattern here. I am not observing any pattern. This square has increased by 2, but this 4 is here. No, still no pattern over here. So I will try the cubic thing next. So if I try the cubic thing, this 9 is 2 cube plus 1. This 29 is 3 cube plus 1. No, sorry, not 3 cube. 3 cube plus 2. This 65 is 4 cube plus 1 again. Then what is this 125? 126 is 5 cube plus 1. 217. What is 217? If I do 6 cube, it is 6 cube is 216 plus 1. And if I do 7 cube is 343 plus 1. So you have to remember the cubes and squares of most of the numbers. Just hold on a second. Let me check if everything is recording or not. Yeah, everything is fine and recording. So what am I observing? Everything is a cube plus 1, but except this second term, right? This second term is a outlier. Okay, the second term is an outlier. So this is the wrong term basically. Now you might say, sir, how will you know that this is cube plus 1? How will you know this pattern? Now you know, right? Now you know. Now in the examination hall, you will try this as well, right? You will try this as well. And these type of question, maximum probability is there. They will not give. They will give some logical question only. Okay. This is like, there is no logic to it. Just you have to like do the hit and trial method. That's it. Okay, so this is how you solve this question. Now these are all collection of previous year questions from different management examinations, different government examinations. Okay, these are all collection of those. Okay, don't worry, these are very standard questions. Now next example is we have to find the missing term again, the last term. So here over time I'm observing this is like at the starting from the glance itself, I can say this is the square series. So this is the 1 square, 3 square, 5 square, 7 square, 9 square, 11 square and what will be next? It will be 13 square. So this will be 169. This will be 169. Okay, so 169 will be answer. So few things just by observation you can directly say that this is a series of square, right? This is a series of square. So now let's come to new type of series, that is alphabet series. Obviously we'll do more questions on number series, don't worry, that will come, but let's finish this alphabet series. Like, let's finish the type of the questions from which they can ask, okay, and then we'll solve multiple questions on all of these types. So alphabet series basically consists of letters of alphabets placed in specific pattern. Okay, so what is the pattern? Basically, if I write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right, all the alphabets. So if I am starting from A, so I will write A as 1 and the end Z as 26. If I am starting from backwards, if I am going backwards, I will start with A with 26 and Z with 1. Okay, just hold on a second. So Z will be with backwards. Okay, so now what is the main thing is that whenever you are in the examination hall, right, so like most teachers tell you to remember this. I will tell you like how much you will remember, right? You have so many things, your technical things to remember. How much will you remember in aptitude? So what I will tell you is, what you can do is basically before the start of the examination and when they give you the rough paper, when you are allowed to write in the rough paper, you can write this table. You can write A, B, C, D, F, G, that is like that you remember, right, all the letters. Okay, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, and then what you do, you write 1, 2, 3, 4 in like above of that, and in the bottom you write the reverse numbering. Okay, so this way, right, whenever some question comes up from this alphabet series in aptitude, you will directly go back to that page and you will like solve the question by seeing the table. You don't have to make the table or remember the exact numbers, right? Just see the table and write the number which is coded there. What I meant, when I will solve the question, there you will understand how, or like how I'm solving the questions. Okay, so that you can do to save your time, and also you don't have to remember this, right? So that is a short trick that I can recommend. So the questions come like this. Basically, Mystify is coded in this particular code language, then how will Menaces be coded? So basically each letters are coded in different letters, so that relation one-to-one mapping is there. So how will like the other what we coded? So that is how we solve these two examples and then we'll understand. So let's solve this first example. As I was saying, right, I will have this table in the bottom and from here I can take the reference. Okay, so first of all you should what you should do is, first thing what you should check is whatever relation they have given, what is the difference between the letter places. That is the first thing that you should check in the number series as well, arithmetic series as well, in this alphabet series as well. So I can observe that M is here and N is here, right? So M is here and N is here. So it is like the coded word is one letter after the actual letter. So Y is here, Z is here, right? So YZ. So and you can observe that is a pattern. So M plus 1 equals to N, Y plus 1 equals to Z, S plus 1 equals to T. Okay, S plus 1 equals to T. Okay, so these are the patterns. Now basically what I can say is this is the pattern basically. So you can observe for all the letters it will follow. So basically I have to just add 1 with each of the letters and I will get back my code word. Okay, so Menaces, I will add Menaces with 1. So I will write the M Menaces here very well, Menaces. Okay, then what I will do, this is M will be coded as N, M will be coded as N, M will be coded as N, and then E will be coded as F, right? E will be coded as F, N will be coded as O, N will be coded as O, and your E will be coded as F again, S will be coded as T, S will be coded as T, I will be coded as J, right? I will be coded as J, S will be coded as T again. So it is N F O F I J T. Okay, so this is my code word basically. This will be my answer, right? Like there will be 4 options given and your answer will be N F O F I J T, whichever option is present, N F O F I J T. So this is the answer to this question. Okay, so let's move on to the next example problem. So in this question here, mention is written as L N E T T, no, whatever this is written, and present will be written as what? Okay, so what you can do is, your M you are observing is L, right? So your M becomes L, fine. Your N, sorry, not N, E becomes N, right? So your E is becoming N over here. E is becoming N. Okay, so then your N is becoming E. Fine, N is becoming E. Okay, next your T is becoming I. T is becoming I, and I is becoming T. I is becoming T. Okay, so next what do we have? Next we have is basically O is becoming N. O is becoming N, and N is becoming O. So what I'm observing is each of these letters, right? Each of these letters are just getting exchanged. If you observe, if I exchange this letter, this will be NE. If I exchange this one, this will be IT. This will exchange this one, this will be NO. No. Okay. But what about this M and L? So for the first letter, right, what I'm observing, the first letter is the like just subtracted 1. So for the first one, it is -1. Okay. And for all the others, it is simply swap. Okay, swap or exchange places. So for the first one, it will be -1. So P -1 is O. P -1 is O. So it will be O. Then for all the other light, it will just swap its places. So it will be ER. It will be ES. Then TN. Okay, so it is OER ESTN. So basically you might say, sir, how will I understand this type of pattern? So in the options, by seeing just the options, by elimination option, like optional elimination method, you will be able to solve this. Don't worry. Okay, so let's go to the case 2. In case 2, to find the word by analyzing the given code, so you will have to you will be given a code. Okay, then you have to answer which word will be coded as horse. So you have to find out this term, right? What will be the code for this? No, the code is horse. Then what will be the word for this? Okay, the reverse, basically the reverse, but all of these are same only. So in the first case, what we are saying, this is C, this is B, so it is getting subtracted by 1. This is A, this is Z, this is again getting subtracted by 1. So like I'm observing it, A -1 is simply Z, B -1 is simply A. So just from the first glance, I can observe that the relationship is just hold on. The relationship is simply -1, right? This is B, this is Z. So basically subtraction of 1. So whatever here there is, you can see that if I subtract R, it will be key. If I subtract 1 with R, it will be Q again. If I subtract 1 with O, it will be N. If I subtract 1 with M, it will be L, right? So basically I just have to, like, the coded word will be subtraction of 1. But if I want to get back to this, I have to add 1, right? If I want to get back to my actual word, I have to add by 1. So if I add by 1, I will get my actual word. So my actual word is what? What word will be coded as horse? So my actual word will be horse plus 1, right? Horse plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 and plus 1 and so on, right? So it is horse plus 1. So if it is horse plus 1, so basically, just hold on, this will come here. So this will be basically if I add 1 with horse, it will be I. Okay, and this will be hold on a second, which word will be coded as horse? Which word will be? So this will be I, and if I add 1 with O, this will be P, MNOP. If I add 1 with R, this will be S. If I add 1 with S, this will be T. If I add 1 with E, this will be F. Okay, so it is IPSTF. So this will be my actual word, and my code was this, my actual word is this, right? So yeah, that's the answer simply for this question. So let's move on to the next type of question. Next type of question is number coding. Okay, so coding decoding we have done, odd man out also we have done, but number coding we haven't done. Okay, so what is number coding? It is basically mixture. Either numerical code values are assigned to a word, or alphabetical code letters are assigned to numbers. So it is mixture of numbers and alphabetical numbers. Okay, so let's solve this type of question, then we will understand. So when a numerical code values are assigned to words, then what happens? Example, if in a certain language A is coded as 1, B is coded as 2, and so on. Basically it is the place, like the placeholders of these letters, right, in the forward direction. So how is ACCI coded in that code, right? How is ACCI coded in that code? So basically you have to find the code for ACCI. Then again, if you see this, if paint is coded as this number and Excel is coded as this number, then how would you code ancient? Okay, if in a certain code 2 is P, like 3 is N, and so on, then how will 4, 2, 3, 5, 9 and coded in that code? Okay, so we'll basically solve these examples here. So here it is saying A is 1, B is 2. That means basically these are the placeholders, and AICC will be what? A is 1, right? A is coded in that code. So A is 1. So I will write here AICCI. So A is 1. Then I is what? I is 18. Okay, I is 18. C is 3. Okay, C is 3, and I 18. Okay, so this will be my code what? Okay, just hold on. I is not 18. Sorry. I is 9, right? I is 9. I am talking about the top one, right? I'm talking about the top one. So I is 9. Okay, and C is 3. So my code word will be 19339. This will be my answer. Okay, so like this is how you code, basically simple. Let's do the next one. Next one is more interesting. So paint is 74128. So I have 5 letters over here, I have 5 numbers over here, right? So each letter will be corresponding to a number. So paint is 74128. So paint, like this P is 16 from the forward, but this is 7 here. Now this A is 4, but this is 1 here, so there is not much of a relationship. So I have to write the next word as well. Excel, right? Excel is coded as 9359996. Now what I can say is none of the letters are common here. Okay, none of the letters are common here, but what I can observe is this E, right, is coming twice, and hence this 9 is also coming twice. So I can directly say that E will be 9, and I can observe that basically the letters are the code numbers of the letters placed in the word. Okay, so E is equals to 9. So X will be 3, C will be 5. So according to this, this will follow, right? So if I write the word that I have to code, that is the ancient. Ancient is equals to what? So A will be equals to what? A in this case will be equals to 4. So this will be 4. Now N, what is N? N equals to 2. C, what is C equals to? C equals to 5. What is I equals to? I equals to 1. What is E equals to again? E is equals to 9 simply. And what is N equals to again? N is simply 2, right? 9, 2, and T is simply 8. Okay, T is simply 8. So my answer will be 4251928. So this will be my answer to this question. This will be my answer. Okay, so let's solve like the next example. So here, right, in a certain code, 2 is coded as P, 3 is coded as N, and 9 as so on and so on. So how will 42399 coded in that code? Okay, so how is 4239 coded in that code? So basically 4 is what? 4 is A, right? So I will write A over here. So this is the most straightforward one. 2 is what? 2 is basically P, right? So it will be P, and your 3 is n, so it is n. Then your 5 is what? 5 is r, so it will be r. Your what is your 5? Your 9 is q. Okay, 9 is q, and again another 9 is again another q. Okay, so it is basically AP NR QQ. So this is the simplest form that I can do. So now let's come to another type of problem, that is odd man out. So in this, right, you have to identify which one of them is odd of them. So like let's take this first example. In the first example, I haven't given January, May, July, November. Okay, and like it is asking which one is the odd one out. So here, like obviously the logic is a bit weird, but still, like it is aptitude, right? Anything can happen. So first of all, you have to understand like what is odd, what can be odd. Odd can be like if it is an even month or an odd month. Okay, or if it is a like the number of days, if the month has number of days as 31 or 30, that can be different, right? So here what I'm observing, this is the first month, May is the 5th, July is what? July is 7th, November is 11th. So all of them are odd months, so that isn't odd here. So I can compute the number of days. So how can I compute the number of days? Yeah, like I go like this: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay, I go like this, right? I go like this. So Jan has 31 days. Right? And January, February, March, April, May. May also has 31 days. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July also has 31 days, right? July also has 31 days. But if I just compare this list right here, so this is July after August, September, October, November. But November has 30 days, right? So December has 31 days, November has 30 days. So this is the odd one out. So I know the logic is weird, but that's what like this topic is basically. The logic is a bit weird. Okay, so you have to just practice more questions. That's it. Okay, so now let's come to this question. So this is 1, 5, 14, 30, 51, 55, 91. What I can observe is, okay, there are few even numbers and odd numbers as well. So that is one thing. Can I observe any pattern? So this is 1 square, this is 2 square plus 1 square, this is 1 square, this is 1 like 2 square plus 1, this is 3 square plus 5, this is 4 square plus so what is this, 16 plus 14. No, like nothing is coming from here, but one thing is here. So this is like 2 square plus 1 square. This is what? This is 5 plus 9, right? Which is 3 square. So this is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. Okay, I know the logic is a bit weird, but that's how it is. Okay, and then what is the next term? Next term is, if I add more 16 with it, it will be 30, right? So it will be 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square. Now if I add 25 with it, I will get back to my number, that is 55, but 51 is getting skipped. Okay, so obviously 51 will be the odd one out. So option C will be the odd one out. Like if you also do the same calculation for the last number, which is 55 plus 6 square, it will be 36, that is 91. Okay, 36 91. So obviously here odd man out will be C. Okay, option C. So here I have like given few questions. These are pretty simple. Okay, try to solve them pretty quickly. I will just pause the video for 10 seconds and then again I will solve all of these questions. This is actually, and this is 9, 8, 10, 11, 12. You can just pause the video and solve, right? Okay, so I will just pause the video for 5 seconds and I will come back. Let's start with question 1. So in the question 1, we have been given a sequence of numbers and we have to tell what will the next sequence be. Okay, so obviously everything is increasing over here. So like in the previous examples what I'm doing, there was no options present. So currently as options are present, it will be much simpler for us to solve. So as everything is increasing, right, so obviously it can't decrease. So 42 will not be a valid option and 51 will not also be a valid option. Only 81 and 91 is possible. Okay, so like let's see how to relate this. So from 6 it is going to 11. So basically there are there is an increase of 5. Now from 11 it is going to 21. There is an increase of 10. Basically this is 5 times 1 and this is 5 times 2. Again from 21 it is getting increased to 36, that is 15, that is 5 times 3. Now from 36 it is getting increased to 56, so it is 5 times 4. Okay, so it is getting increased by 20, so it is 56 basically. So in the next step what will happen, it will get increased by 5 times 5, that is 25, so it will be 81. So option C will be your correct answer. So let's move on to the next question. So in the next question, again everything is increasing, so obviously it won't be exactly equal, so this has been eliminated, so only these options are possible answers. So from 6 it is going to 12, so 6 is getting increased. From 12 it is going to 21, so 9 is getting increased. From 21 it is going to 33, so 12 it is getting increased. So obviously from 33 this is what, this is 3 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 times 4, this will be 3 times 5, so it will be 48. Okay, it will be 48. So answer will be 48 C. Okay, 48 no, not C, 48 D, right? So let's move on to the next. This is a simple one, right? So next, this is 4832 5840 6848 7856. Now this is one is bit interesting. So most cases the difference or the number that is getting added to reach the next number, that will be the main relation. Okay, in some cases, as I did the examples, it may be something different. So here, right, what is the difference between 5840 and 4832? Okay, the difference, this is basically simply 8, this is 0, this is 0, this is 1. Okay, so 1008. So this is basically the difference. Okay, so in the next case, what is the difference? It is 6848 5840 1008. Okay, so again 1008 is the difference. Again, if you observe this 7856 subtracted by 76848, this will be again 1008. So like everything is getting increased by 1008. So again, if I add 1008 plus 7856, so I will just add this quickly. This will be 4, 1 is a 6, this will be 8, this will be 8, so 8864. So option A will be your correct answer. So let's move on to the next one. So like I hope you're observing the pattern, right? These are pretty straightforward and simple questions. So let's do this. So this is 6, 17, 39, 116. So again from 6 it is getting increased to how much? 11. Again from 17 it is getting increased to 22. Now I don't know what is this getting increased to, and this is 116. So let's say like I can say like the pattern might be, it might be 11 times 1, 11 times 2, then this might be 33. Okay, and this might be 44. Now is this matching up? So if I add 33 with this 39, what will I get? I will get 72. So this will be 72, and with 72 if I add 44, right, what will I get? It will be 4 and it will be 116. So yes, it is matching up, the pattern is matching up, so 72 will be my correct answer. Okay, so that's how the simple number series is. So just the examples were a bit tricky, but with options you will be able to blaze through this. Next is this 5760. Now this is decreasing, right? So there will be some, not addition, some subtraction or division, right? These two things can happen at once. Okay, so just hold on, let me check if yeah, everything is recording. So here I can see that this is decreasing very fast. So as it is decreasing very fast, there must be a division here. So what I can see, the ratio between 5760 and 960 is 6. Okay, the ratio between 960 and 192 is what? It is 5. Okay, the ratio between 192 and there is some x, I don't know, it can be 4, right? Because this is like decreasing in linear or fashion, so it can be 4, but I don't know currently. The ratio between x and 16 will be divided, so this can be here 3, right? Next, the ratio between 16 and 8 is basically 2. So yeah, this is following the pattern. This can be 4, this can be 4, this can be 3, this can be 2. Okay, so 4 and 3. So what can x be? What can x be? X will be equals to 192 divided by 4. That is how much? 48, I think. 48, right? Yeah, it is 48. So option B will be correct in this case. So let's solve few more questions here. 2, 7, 27, 107, 427. Now this is increasing very fast manner. So what I can see here, right? This is getting increased by 5. This is getting increased by 20. This is getting increased by 80, right? And this is getting increased by 320. So what I can say is this is getting increased by 5, then 20, then 80, then 320. Okay, so yeah, this is what I can observe. This is getting multiplied by 4, this is getting multiplied by 4, and this is getting multiplied by 4. So next term will be, if I multiply it by 4, this will be how much? This will be 1280, and I have to add 1280 with what? With basically this 427. So this will be 1707. So option A will be correct in this case. So like you can see, just when you're writing the like pattern, whenever you're writing this pattern, right, you can observe some pattern forming. Just writing the question is in itself telling you there is some pattern. Okay, so like there are multiple patterns, some other pattern may also be formed, but like this is what this is what clicked in my mind during the solution of this question. Okay, so let's go to the alphabet problems now. So for alphabet, I will just copy the alphabet table. So in a certain language, Madras is coded NBSBT. Okay, Madras is coded as NBSBT. So M is here and it is one letter after that. A is here, it is B, and D, after D it is E. So everything is getting added by 1. So MADRAS plus 1 is basically equals to NPESBT. Okay, so Delhi is coded in that code. How Delhi is coded in that code? So basically I have to add 1 with Delhi, right? I have to add 1 with Delhi. So this will be E, and after E, what do I have? After E, I have F, right? So it will be EF. So only this option is getting corrected, right? So I will tick this option and move on to the next question, because I don't need to check. You can check obviously. Here L, after L what is happening? M, right? So M is here. After H what is happening? After H what is happening? I is here, right? So I is here. After I what is happening? After I there is J. So J is here. So anyways, option B will be correct. I know, because only EF was different. Only EF was present here and none other options had EF. So this will be correct. Okay. So next is this question 8. So if Raman is written 1 2 3 2 5, Dinesh is written like this, then how Hamam is written? So here, right, M, I can see like there are 5 letters here, there are 5 numbers here, there are 6 letters here, there are 6 numbers here. So each letter has its corresponding number associated with it. Okay, so M is corresponding to 3, right? So M will be equals to 3. Okay, and do I have H? H I have, right? H is the last letter here. It is corresponding to 9. So H is 9, and I can see, I can observe in the options that all of them have 9 at the starting number, 9 as the starting digit. So obviously whatever my assumption was that each letter corresponds to some number, it is correct. Okay, so 9 will be at the start. Then I have A, right? A is present. Yeah, A is present over here. A is simply 2. So A is 2. Okay, so 2 is here. 2 is only present in these two. So these two options I will only select and follow accordingly. Then I have M. M is here. M is in the middle. It is 3, right? So it will be 2 3. It will be 2 3. M will be 3. So it will be 2 3, and option A will be correct. Option A will be correct. If Raman is this, and then option A, this 9 2 2 3 will be correct. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. So in the next question, they have given red is coded as 6720. Then green would be coded as what? So here red is coded as 6710. 67, not 1020. So obviously what I can observe is like R is this. Okay, R is this like 6. Is there any relation between 6 and R? I can't see as of now. Okay, I cannot see as of now. And E is what? E is 7, if I say E is 7, like there are 4 numbers here and only 3 letters. So let's say if E is 7, then E is here, right? I have to add 2 with E, then I will reach 7. Then D is 20, it is saying, but D doesn't have any relation, right? 2. But like this, obviously I just saw the solution and that's how I know that this will be the answer. But obviously if you're solving this for the first time, this will be difficult, but you have to try out different things. Here one interesting fact is, if I just reverse this all of a sudden, okay, and write DER, then and this number is same, okay, then if I observe that D plus 2, the like in this sense D plus 2 is 6, so this is correct. Then E plus 2 is 7, this is correct. Then R plus 2 is 20, which is correct. So like this is the pattern basically. I know it is difficult for you to understand that how will this be the pattern, how will I know this will be the pattern, but with more practice, okay. So I also tend to like be not that good in this type of questions. So now basically DER is like this. So obviously what we do, we just reverse it and then add 2 with each of the digits. So this will be, green will become N E RG. So it will be N plus 2 is 16, and then E plus 2 is 7, then again 7, and R plus 2 is 20, and G plus 2 is 9. Okay, so obviously you can observe that option C is perfectly matching, so option C will be the correct answer to this question. Okay, so this is how you solve these type of questions. So now let's move on to this next question. So here A is equals to 1, FAT equals to 27, then FATH will be equals to what? So A is 1, right? A is 1, that is fine, and FAT, it is telling that it is 27. So obviously there is no letter to number matching over here. It may so happen that we are just adding up the digits, like adding up the places in which they are present. So A is, so F is what? F is 6, right? So 6 plus A, 6 plus A is what? 1, plus T, what is the T? T is here, right? T is 20. So I can see, yeah, it is matching up. So it is equals to 27, which is true, right? So it is matching up. So basically we are just adding up the numbers, adding up the positions. So what will be FATH? So FAT is what? Basically 27, and I have to add I and H, right? So if I have to add I and H, what will it become? So it will be, simply just hold on. I is how much? I is like 27 plus 9. H is 8, right? So basically it will be 17. It will be 17. So it is 734 and 44. So option A will be correct. Option A will be your answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. So next one is this: if brother is coded as this and sister is coded as this, what is the code for Borbers? So here what do I observe is, again I have 2S over here, but these numbers are different. So it is coded somewhat differently. Okay, it is not even, I can observe this is not even like in reverse order. It's not even in reverse order. So how exactly are they coded? That we have to identify. Okay, so brothers is coded like 2456784. Okay, 2456784. Sister is coded like 919. Okay, this 9 and 9 are matching, fine. Okay, this 9 and 9 are matching, and T is this. Okay, just hold on, this E is here, this E is 8. Okay, no, there is actually direct letter to number coding here. There is, it is correct, there is letter to number coding. This S, this is 9, this is 9, right? So there is simply letter to number coding. So in this case, right, I can observe B is equals to what? 2. So in case of Borbers, B is 2, I know already. So 2 will come twice. This is 2. Okay. Then basically O. What is O? O is basically 5. O is 5. Then basically R. What is R? R is 4. Here also I can see it is 4, right? So it is 4. So 254. 254 is only present in these two. So in these two it is possible. And what is happening is, now this, there is no repetition, right? This letter and this letter is different. So obviously this will be my answer. Like you can do the shortcut obviously, but let's do this fully. So if I do this fully, this will be, what is B? B is again 2, right? B is again 2. So there will be 2 again. So 2 is present over here as well and here as well. Now what is E? E is simply 8, right? E is simply 8. So 8 is present over here and here as well. So this is 8. And what is R? What is R? R is basically R. What is R? R is basically 4, right? So 4 will be here and not 9. So option A will be obviously correct, and S is basically 9. Okay. So yeah, option A will be correct for this question. Let's do this question. So this question is again interesting. So if Delhi is coded as CCIDD, how would you encode Bombay? Okay. So here what is happening actually? So with D, right? With the D, I'm saying that I'm going one place backwards. With E, I'm going two place backwards. With L, this is I, right? I'm going three place backwards. Okay, so this is the pattern, right? This is the pattern that I observed. With first D, I am going one place backwards. With E, I am going two place backwards. With L, I am going three place backwards. With H, I am going four place backwards. With I should go 5 place backwards. Is this really true? So I is here and this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yeah, I'm going 5 place backwards. So this, right, I will just go backwards, and at each step the number of backward steps that I have to take will increase, okay, by 1. So for B, I will go 1 place backwards, that is A. For O, I will go 2 place backwards. So for O, if I go 2 place backwards, 1, 2, it will be M, right? It will be M. So it is A and M. A, M. A, M is here, right? Only this option is correct. So option B will be correct. But you can obviously go ahead and cross verify also. So if I go ahead more, so then I have M, right? For M, I will go 3 place backwards. So it will be M is here. So it is 1, 2, 3. So it is J. For B, I'm going what? I'm going 4 place backwards. Four place backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is X, right? So X is also present over here. A, M, J, X. Then for A, I'm going 5 place backwards. If I go 5 place backwards, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, V. And V is also present over here as well. Then for the last one, that is the Y, I am going 6 place backwards. So if I do 6 minus, right, you will observe I got S, right? I got S. So my answer will be this, which can be seen from the options as well. Okay, so let's move on to the last question basically. So in the last question, the number in each question below is codified in the following code. Okay, so like this is the letter and this is the number, right? Number is coded in this form of letters. Okay, each number has been this code. So what is 18632? So basically 1 is what? 1 is M, so it will be M. 8, what is 8? 8 is D. Like this is the most simplest one. 8 is D, so it is D, MD. Start from MD. Then you can start from the last one, right? If you start from the last one, what you can see is that only this has I and all of these 3 has L. So what is 2? 2 is basically L, which is correct. These 3 are correct. This is gone. Okay. Then what about 3? So in case of 3, I have I, right? So it will be IL. It will be IL. So only B and D are inside the option. Then I have 6. So 6 is simply J, right? So it is JIL. This is JIL. So it will be D. For this case, it will be D. Okay. Then what about this last one? In a certain code, 256 means you are good. 637 means we are bad. And 385 means good and bad. Which of the following represents and in the code? So in this case, right, in the last question, so what you have to do? Basically, this is the 13th question and this is the 14th question, right? This is the 14th question actually. These two questions are different. These are all previous year questions, like different bank exams and management exams. So in a certain code, 256 means you are good. So in you are good, okay, and we are bad. R is the common word, right? So if R is the common word, what is the common number? Common number is 6. Common number is 6. So 6 means R. Let's move on to the next relation. So we are bad and good and bad. So again there is bad in common. So if bad is in common, then what is the common number? Common number is 3. So 3 means bad. Okay, 3 means bad. Now which depends and. So now here I have got bad. Now between these two, what is common? Between these two, right? Good is common. So if good is common, that means what is the common number? That is 2, 5, 6, and this is 3, 5, 8. So 5 is the common. So 5 means good. So basically what is left? Left is the and, right? In this particular coding, only and part is left. So if and part is left, what is and equals to? So 3 equals to bad, good equals to 5, then and part will be 8, right? 8 will be equals to and. So option C will be the correct answer in this question. Okay, so basically that's it for number system. It is a very small topic and it is a very light topic, so you can just blaze through this and just revise 2-3 days before the examination. That's it, right? You just need to know a few more patterns. Okay, that's it. Like you just need to quickly identify the patterns. That's the main crux of number systems. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture.